Hi, my name is Gilland. I'm an attorney at West Coast Trial Lawyers, and today we are going to be talking about women in law.
Well, I think the number one challenge is going to always be gender stereotypes. And I particularly experienced this my first year upon graduating law school. I decided to do criminal law defense. And unfortunately, there's a perception within the public that female attorneys are somewhat soft or they're less capable of negotiating complex litigation. And so this is something that I've unfortunately came across very early on in my career, and it's something that's ingrained in people's brain, and so that's something that we've had to fight.
I think as a woman, throughout my legal career, I have often found that I have to do a little more to prove myself or to be taken seriously in my knowledge or my abilities that I don't think my male colleagues and peers have had to do. I think that's the biggest challenge for me as a female lawyer.
One of the main challenges that I've experienced thus far is a sort of tendency to overanalyze or second guess or not feel confident in my own intuition and decision-making skills that I see a lot of my male peers or supervisors are more easily able to put forth this confidence in what they're saying, even if they're not actually confident in what they're saying. And myself and a lot of women that I know in the field struggle because that's sort of something that you do need to be able to do, is put forth a lot of quick confidence in decisions that you're making or things that you're saying. And I found that this system is set up for men, not for women. So it doesn't leave a lot of room for that, or the expectation might be that you won't do that, even if doing that might lead to a better result.
I think we need more women, especially now, because they need to set an example for other generations of women. Now we're seeing that more women are graduating from law schools, but they are not holding leadership positions. From my own experience, I don't see that many women partners. I don't see that many women judges. And I think that this is something that can change.
Women make up more than half of the population, and they only represent around 30 to 40% of attorneys in the United States. They can offer a different perspective and approach to tackling important legal issues. And so I think it's really necessary that more women become attorneys so that their perspective is considered.
We need more women in law for the same reason that we need a diversified expanse of voices. We don't just need more women in law, we need more women of color in law. We need more Black women in law. We need more non-binary people in law. We need more, non-cisgender heterosexual people in law, because being an attorney in a large part is being able to tell your client's story and being able to empathize and relate to their specific struggles, how a particular incident has affected their life, and to be a very good storyteller for another person. I think that you do need to be able to empathize with that person on a deeper level than you might be able to if there isn't a diverse group of attorneys handling a case and looking at how a situation has affected a particular person.
I would say develop those networks very early on. I do remember that when I graduated law school, this was reinforced on us, and now that I finally graduated and I'm an attorney, I can see why it's important. We need to have a list of people who we can call when we have a question, when we want a different analysis and a different perspective. And so I think that building a list of networks, that's very important.
The biggest piece of advice that I would give young women starting their law journey is just to have confidence in yourself. And I know that as a woman, as I mentioned earlier, we are often expected to do more to prove our abilities and our knowledge, and just having confidence that you do know what you're doing and you are capable is really important.
piece of advice I would give younger women just starting their law journey is be the change you want to see. But in a more specific sense, you're not going to get the same opportunities as men in a male-centered, male-created field if you don't ask for them. And you're going to be treated as annoying, and people are going to tell you that it doesn't matter and it's not a big deal and that you're being ridiculous or silly, but you aren't. And someone has to do it. Somebody's going to be the squeaky wheel. Somebody is going to be the person whose voice is an annoying one. But don't be afraid to be annoying, because somebody has to be annoying, and think of the people who are coming after you and create a place that is a place that you want to work.
The thing that I love the most is that I am able to set an example for my son. I am a young single attorney, and so him being able to see his mom so driven, hardworking, and finally becoming a lawyer, there's nothing else like that feeling.
I love being a woman, and I love being a lawyer. I love being able to help the community and people who have legal needs. I don't know if there's anything that necessarily makes being a female lawyer different than being a lawyer in general, but I love both.
I like being a female attorney because I like having a network of other women who are attorneys to work with. I like working with women who are attorneys. And I like being able to bring a voice to a client or a situation that I don't necessarily feel that anyone other than someone who identifies as a woman, or maybe just someone who doesn't identify as a straight male, would be able to bring to a situation. I like being able to offer that insight.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more notifications.